I've been reflecting on the big career transition and personal transition that I've been undergoing in the last few years. And it's an interesting journey because I was thinking back to who I was as a little girl and as a teenager. And it's really interesting because the things that preoccupied me back then are the same ones that preoccupy me now. And it feels like there's this big hiatus in the middle, the first 20 years of my adult life, where I was operating more from the identity that I had been largely given, rather than operating from a place of true desire. And it really feels like there's a period right in the middle of my life which it's a hiatus. It's like I wasn't fully there. And I was desperately trying to deny my true nature, which is wild. It's wilder than I'm even able to embody right now. I'm still working on it. It was wild, and I was trained to clamp down on it and deny it, and luckily I was encouraged to channel some of it into creativity. So I was trained to make music. I was trained to appreciate art. I was trained to sew and knit and embroider and cook. And so in a nutshell, I was trained to be a very powerful Renaissance mistress, which sounds like potentially quite a lot of fun. But really what I ended up in, the marriage I ended up in, was the relationship in my marriage was one that demanded me to make myself very small and to conform to a very specific person. And I really tried. I really tried to deny my true nature for so many years, 17 years. And at some point I couldn't do it anymore. And it's been a painful process because from being repressed for so long, my desire was kind of contorted, and I couldn't make any sense of it at first. And it was a very messy period. And it still is a messy period. I mean, maybe all of life is messy. Maybe it's always messy, right? But the more I've learned to listen, and the more I've learned to align how I show up with that true desire, and the easier things have become, the happier I have become. And so I guess the conclusion to this is that we all have to navigate big transitions. And I think what I've learned is that it's not so much the cognitive and the doing skills that are important to navigate successfully a transition, whether it's a career transition or a personal transition or a relationship transition. It's the softer skills that are needed. It's the emotional intelligence, it's the spiritual intelligence, so trusting that things are going to be okay, developing the resilience in oneself, to be in the moment and present to what is going on with clarity. And the softer skills also of interpersonal skills, being able to reach out to friends and community, or create new communities, and to find one's place within those communities. So yeah, I wonder what your transitions look like. I'd love to hear from you.